everybody, and welcome to another edition of Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things, Monday to Friday at noon. Lunchtime fun, folks. It's Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th. And this year of 2026, we'll have three. We will have three total Fridays the 13th. We already had one last month. So we got another one, and we have another one. So the first time it'll be three Friday the 13th in the year 2026. So I don't know if you believe in all that mumbo jumbo, but let's hope it's all good luck and good stuff for you guys today. All right. So first of all, check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. Give us a call, 847-769-8609 to book a show. Every show is dedicated to the first responders, men and women in the military, our veterans who fought for our country, but mostly it's dedicated to wonderful people like you who take the time and watch the show Monday through Friday at noon. Now, you're coming live from 4 or 5 different formats. We're here live from the Ocean's Pit Facebook page. We're here from the Mo Carrara Facebook page. We're here from the Tony Ocean Show Facebook page. We're on LinkedIn. We're on YouTube. We're on X, formerly Twitter. So come and enjoy the show. Now, we're going to have a lot of fun today because it's Friday, of course. And we have a special guest of ours, my friend Bobby LaMantia and his partner Branch. Of course, they're from Ragtown Productions. And of course, they got some dinner shows and stuff going on in a beautiful state of Texas. And that's right. Ocean's Rat Pack will be in Amarillo, Texas, folks, on the 16th and 17th of October at the Reserve. It's going to be a lot of fun. And they got a lot of other things going on, and they'll be coming on right after the JRC Ace Hardware weather, and that's the second part of the show. It's showtime, folks, so Seventh Heaven, take us in, baby. Showtime. Let's go to Thank you, Richie and the boys from Seventh Heaven. Good afternoon, everybody. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. We're having a great show today, but before we get into all the nitty-gritty and stuff, it's time to talk about business, and you can't get any better business than JRC Ace Hardware. That's right, JRC Ace Hardware stores, buy local, shop local, Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, Warrenville, Fox River Grove, Mesa, Arizona, and Richmond, Illinois, and coming October 2026, Elmwood Park, baby. That's JRC Ace Hardware stores. Now, exclusively for the month of March, all Carhartt clothes are 30% off. That's including gloves, socks, and hats, folks. And the deals just keep going. How about, folks, our Preen Garden Weed Preventer? That's right, folks. You get $3 off. That's only for $14.99. Or Spruce and Weed Grass Killer, $31.99. You save $8 on that, folks. American Seed, vegetable and flower seeds, 2 for $1. And you got more great sales coming up, folks. How about the Scotch 4-step annual program? $94.99 for a 5,000 square foot bags of savings of $25, or $229.99 for a 15,000 square foot bags saving of $60. You can't beat that from our friends from Ace Hardware. And don't forget, folks, tell them you want to grill your ace off. Grill your ace off with Ace Hardware, folks. Get a brand new grill and get it ready for the summer. With our good friends from JRC Ace Hardware. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. All right, so a lot of fun, a lot of stuff. I want to thank everybody that showed up last night at the Ches Hotel in downtown Arlington Heights, rooftop concert. I want to thank Double T, Tony Toto. Shout out to Joey Spins, and I want to thank my buddy Ross and Kathy, Michael, Stephanie. It was great seeing you all. Jimmy, Sherwin, thank you guys all for coming out. Nice little place. Got a rooftop, is just beautiful there. And that was last night. Now, tonight we're going to keep the party going. We'll be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse in Schaumburg tonight with the return of Jerry Jams. Now, and we're also celebrating a very good friend of ours, Jeff Hunt from 7-Heaven, of course, and Carlo Joseph's birthday bash. So that's going to be tonight at Chicago Prime. Come on out and have a little fun. And tomorrow will be by Ron Onesti's Club Arcata Speakeasy in St. Charles. It's an 8:30 show with the main event band. Will be Danny Ramundi, Tony Toto, and Bob Pucci. So that's going to be tomorrow on Saturday night. Go to oshows.com for tickets for that. We got St. Patrick's Day coming up on Tuesday. So I know a lot of you guys will be doing all this St. Patrick's Day stuff. We die in the River Green and all that other crap that they're doing for our good friends. Our Irish friends are going to make the bar's going to make a lot of money this weekend. And hopefully, I think it's the 17th, right? 17th. And then I think the 19th or the 20th is St. Joseph's Day for us Italian friends. How are you doing? Looking forward to having your son on the show. Dennis, Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, Albert, Lilia, Yvette, how you doing? Kathy, we got California, we got Idaho, Ohio, New Jersey, say hello to Pennsylvania today, and Texas in the house, hanging and bagging, lucky day in Italy. You're absolutely right. So thanks you guys for watching today. We got a lot of good stuff happening. Just think about this. Before we get into some more nitty-gritty stuff, you know what we're talking about? The Chicago Music Cruise. Number 4. This will be our 4th cruise with 7th Heaven. And if you don't know who 7th Heaven is, you probably got to get out of the gutter. But they're the number 1 band in the city of Chicago, in my opinion. And we're going to do it again with them. This is our 4th time on the Chicago Music Cruise. It's going to happen on the Royal Caribbean this time. Now, we did 3. 2 at Royal Caribbean, 1 with MSC World America, and now we're going back to Royal Caribbean. January 10th through the 17th, we're going to be a beautiful Royal Caribbean Stars on the Sea. A great ship, a lot of fun. We're going to start off in Orlando. We're going to go to Bahamas. We're going to go to Coco Key. We're going to go to St. Martin. And we're going to go to St. Thomas. Tony Ocean, the main event band. Carlo Bando on saxophone, Jerry Jams, Tony Toto, and Daryl Arstad, along with the band 7th Heaven. It's going to be a lot of fun, folks. So, a couple of things you can do. Go to ntdvacations.com, Mary at ntdvacations.com to find out more information. Go to Chicago Music Cruise, put in Tony Ocean, say you want to go on the cruise, or better yet, pick up the phone and call Mary at 630-688-1725. Say you want to go on the Ocean with Ocean. You got some time, folks. Join us. It's going to be a lot of fun on the next Chicago Music Cruise. Buddy, how you doing? Arlene, hey, Bobby, your lovely mom, Arlene, is watching today. So, Mrs. Lamantia, how are you doing, my friend? Dennis, by the way, the getaway's Joey's going. I need another cigar. I'll find out for you, Dennis. We'll give you all those dates. Kathy, great seeing you, my dear friend, last night in Ross. All right, so windy today. Last night, man, I heard winds all crazy. Our screen door, our side screen door flew off. So the wind was crazy out there today, and it's still a little windy, but not as bad. So hopefully you have no damage or nothing to your homes out there. Ellie Weinhardt, how you doing, Ellie? If you don't know who Ellie Weinhardt is, a great actress, she was in a movie A League of Her Own with Tom Hanks and Rosie O'Donnell when she was okay, and Madonna and Gina Davis. And, of course, she's the number 1 Joan Rivers impersonator. She's Lucille Ball, comedian, actress, the great Ellie Weinhardt. Ellie, great seeing you. Ryan, how are you doing? Jill, Indiana, how are you guys doing? All right, so let's get to some other stuff here. 6 years ago, March 11th, 2020, the world went in shock. COVID-19. Stores closed. Companies closed. You couldn't leave the house. Scared the shit out of a lot of people, folks. And at that particular time, we didn't really know what it was. The China flu, the regular flu, I don't know. Pardon the noise. We got the people still working on our kitchen upstairs, and Zoe's getting a little nutty. Anyway, 6 years ago, folks, the world was completely in shock. And, you know, when I first heard the news, I finished doing a gig, and I think Monday came, and they said, hey, everything's closed. We can't leave. We're going to be down for like 2 weeks, if you guys remember back then. And 2 weeks, actually, when we first heard about it, a lot of people were probably saying, okay, we'll get over this thing. It's going to be okay, whatever, 2 weeks, whatever, a little vacation. I enjoyed it. We had a lot of family time together because we couldn't leave the house. But after the fourth day, I was going bat crazy, because I had to leave the house, you know what I mean? And then, of course, it went to 5 weeks, 10 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever it was. Fortunately for us, folks, we were only down 2 weeks before we got to work again because all the restaurants started putting the bars, the tents in and making it so we do concerts outside. So, think about it. COVID was a scam. Of course it was a scam. Yankees win, Knicks win. Ryan, of course it was a scam. Absolutely. Now we find out, of course, years later. But that was 6 years ago, folks, when the world changed. Also, on the 13th of March, which is today, actually, is National Canine Veteran Day. Now, we do a Veterans Day, of course, for our veterans, which I've always said, folks, it should be a whole month. It should be a whole year. It should be every day for Veterans Day for these people who fought for our country, for us to be able to do what we want to do. But they also have one for the veteran dogs. So the dogs who passed away. So National Canine Veterans Day today. Blessed the pets. They're heroes too. Absolutely. March 15th. March 15th was D-Day. Yeah. This is Albert, I don't think you heard me. It's a Canine Veteran Day today for the dogs, for the canine. Jerry Maselli, happy birthday out there. Yahoo, happy Friday. Maselli's birthday, yes. Carlo and Jeff's birthday tonight. Flu shot was garbage. I had one 20 years ago. I never had another one. And folks, I never took those lousy shots that the government made you take or you lose your jobs and all that bullshit. This was the only shot I took. And I still do. Frank, how you doing, buddy? Dump Rescue for health. It's a great company, folks. If you got a house and business that you want to clean out, give Frank a call. Dump Rescue. They can clean all that stuff up and do the hard job for you guys. Very good. All right. It's just nuts here. I was thinking about. And then after finally we find out all the stuff that's going on and the way things are right now, this crazy world, I just like to go back to the times when things were a little bit easier, right? Do you remember when we were kids, it was either back of a comic book or a back of a TV guide or a magazine where they sold stuff and you can order it and bring it home, like the Venus flytrap plants, remember? Or the best one was the sea, remember? $7.99 with a self-addressed envelope, whatever it was, and you got some seahorses. Remember, they sent you these little shrimp. And then the best one was the spider monkeys. You could have bought a spider monkey for $18.95. You guys are seeing those ads? Get your own spider monkey. I always wanted to, of course, being Italian. I couldn't even have a dog. You bought the submarine, Dave? Yeah. The submarine, very cool. But the spider monkey and the seahorses, I used to love those days. They used to have rifles for sale. Yeah, you could just order them and they send them to your house. It was so different back then. They beat Mexico 8-1. Congratulations, Italia. So those good days. And there's another question, guys. We always come up with these funny questions. But remember growing up as a kid, I'm talking about the day the establishments were told to close down. The first stream we had at Arcata. Yeah, that's it. The way the world turned out. Yeah. Well, we all know that was a scam. Years later, we found out what a big scam it was, and Dr. Fauci should be in prison, and so should a lot of other people. But that's a topic for another show. Guys, you went to the movie theater or you went to the grocery store and you bought a snack. Snickers, Kit Kats, whatever it is. And the only time I've ever seen these two when I was at the movie theater, blow-up dolls were $9.99. You must be looking at a different Hanging and Banging. That must be a different magazine because I didn't see any blow-up dolls for $9.99 at the back of my comic book. Anyway, Um, I used to, okay, forget that. You're at a movie theater and you get a choice: Goobers or Raisinets. Goobers or Raisinets, right? I don't know. I like the Raisinets, but I like Goobers. So I'm asking you guys here. Okay, thank you, Albert, for clearing that up. Anyway, Goobers or Raisinets? You're at the movie theater. Albert, hanging and banging. Dennis, Craig, Kathy, Lilia. Which one did you buy? Raisinets or Goobers? And I think it was, I don't remember. I think I've tried them both once at least. Dennis says Mounds Bar, but that wasn't the question. But Mounds Bar, I'd never liked those. Gina, how are you doing, my dear friend? Hope you're well. Goobers? Ryan says snow caps. The question is Raisinets or Goobers? Jerry Maselli, happy birthday, buddy. Jerry says Raisinets. Karen D got red licorice. Okay. Raisins. Okay. Yeah, there you go. So that was some of the when you went to the movie theater and got those candies, snacks before the film. This is Ocean's Rat Pack, folks. Now remember, coming up at about 12:35, right after the JRC Ace Hardware weather report, my good friend Bobby Lamontia and his business partner, Ranch folks from Ragtown Productions. They're live from Amarillo, Texas. And we're going to be there, Ocean's Rat Pack, on the October 16th and 17th. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll give you more details. They're coming on the show at about 12:35. All right. So, I mean, I don't know what's going on in this crazy world the last couple days here. I mean, it is completely nuts. ABC, 2 injured, gunmen dead, shooting school, Old Domination University in Virginia. This was a former Army National Guard who was arrested at one time for sending information to ISIS. How come this guy's how come he got out of jail? Now look at that, shooting up a school. It's just like everything is just horrible. I can't, and I said, just like I said, yeah, we were talking about the oh my gosh is gone. There's not like, oh my God, I can't believe they did that to the school. Or, oh my God, I can't believe they caught that kid with child pornography. Or nobody cares. That's the way this world is so shocked right now. How about this one? In Fox News, active shooter. A guy and ran his car into a Michigan synagogue. I mean, it's just one story after another. It doesn't stop. I don't know. It's just crazy. Just makes you sad, especially for the younger generation. Yes, those liberal judges, Ellie, you're absolutely right. Is what it was most used. Yeah, there you go, Frank. Good one. There's Mary. Hi, is Mary from NTD Vacations, of course, the Chicago Music Cruise. Don't forget to give her a call at 630-688-1725, January 10th, 2027, back on Royal Caribbean. Tell her Tony O sent you. Now it's what the fuck. I don't even think we say what the fuck anymore. We don't say, oh my God. We don't say, Kansas, and not the rock band, but the state of Kansas, passes a law now banning men to enter women's bathrooms. There's no reason for it. Signs, women only, no trans. Listen, I don't care what anybody does with their body, whatever they want to do. And I say this over and over and over and over again. Wait till the person is old enough to understand what this person is about to do to his body. Now, if you're going to stop all this bullshit, I don't want a man going in the bathroom if I got a young girl in the same shower, the bathroom. So here's what you do, people that want to, if you're pro that crap that's going on, if you're into that, that's your business. But then you're going to have to add another bathroom now. Now it's going to have to be men only, women only, and trans only. And this way you won't have any problems. Nobody getting upset. Nobody getting mad. Spend a little extra money and get this done and make it easier for everybody. Just my thought. Just my thought. Like I said. You're watching Electric went out again in our office with Patrice. How you doing? Patrice, former Chicago Honey Bear. There's my buddy Daryl Armenstad, who will be joining us on the cruise. You can see me and Daryl. Also, I think we're going to be at the Speakeasy on the 22nd of next Sunday. I think I got a couple other dates with it. I just don't have that calendar with me. But I hope, yeah. So it's just crazy. Let's go back to, how about this headline news? Southwest Airlines leaving O'Hare Airport, going back to Midway. If you remember years ago, I think I remember back in late 99, Southwest Airlines was a cheaper airline, get cheaper flights, but you had to go to Midway. And a lot of people bitch. And then they were so happy when they came to O'Hare. Well, Southwest Airlines, according to Fox News, is heading back to Midway Airport. And you want to hear an interesting story. You know, my wife Laura's in Nashville for my daughter Marissa's bachelorette party. So they left yesterday, day before, or whatever. And two other people were supposed to come on. They were waiting for their flight. They were supposed to fly this morning. Okay. The pilot quit. He said, fuck this, got off the plane and walked off the job. Unbelievable. Southwest Airlines moving to Midway. We have trannies going to women's restrooms in many restaurants like Cooper's Corner, Manhattan's. Karen, I know, and I know it offends a lot of people. And then, you know, it unfortunately, I just don't think that they belong in each other's bathrooms. So all the restaurants and bars out there, you might have to add a new bathroom. It's that simple. It's that simple. If you don't want the arguments, if you don't want the harassment, you don't want the bullshit, and it'll be make it easier for everybody. That's just my opinion. What do I know? Okay, so we just talked about that. You guys remember, now, remember when you were a kid, I don't know if your parents did this, but mine did. You collected lightning bugs, and you put them in a jar, and then you put them on the kitchen counter, and you woke up, there was cash in there. There was change. That's how it used to be at my house. Same thing with the tooth fairy and all that stuff. This just, actually, I was trying to find some good positive stuff. And this was the positive thing that came up on the social media pages. The tooth fairy is paying more than they did in the last years. So I don't know. What did you get? $1, $5? What did you get when you put your tooth underneath the pillow when you were a kid? And now the money is going up for tooth fairies? This is what made the news? You can't make this stuff up, folks. You can't make this up. World oldest smoker who died of an asthma attack from South Africa. His name is Jan Steelberg. Been smoking since the age of 14 years old. Died at 107 years old. 107, and he's been smoking since 14. Right? Now, if you looked on my Facebook page, I shared something that was a Johnny Carson, I think, and it was George Burns. And I use this line on my show now, too. If you follow the Tony Ocean Show, if you follow this show, you know I have a couple cocktails a day. I smoke 3 or 4 cigars a day. In the winter, not as much as the summer. And then people say, my God, Tony, with your voice, what does your doctor say? And I used a great line that I shared. George Burns would say, all my doctors are dead. And this is a quote that George Burns was telling Johnny Carson. It got a big laugh, of course, back then. But 107 years old in South Africa, folks. Jan Steelberg, smoking since 14 years old. Nuts. Nicotine builds cancer, they say. That nicotine kills cancer, Craig. You're right about that. Inflation over, even Santa Claus. Correct, Frank. Even Santa Claus going to get a raise. Now the elves. Ozempic. A lot of people are on this thing. It's the magic drug. I know a lot of people that were on it. I know a lot of people who lost weight. But now they're saying it's not a magic pill anymore. It's shredding bones. And I think that's what's going on with some of these celebrities. Did you see the Osbournes, the mother? They look like, it was like, what the hell happened to these people? I don't know what. It's either bad plastic surgery or they're taking all these medicines and stuff to make you lose weight. I got it. A little bit too much, folks. Speaking of the Osbournes, Jack Osbourne, the son of the late Ozzy Osbourne, had a baby daughter and named her after her father, Ozzy. Very cool. That's good respect, according to TMZ. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. Let's talk about Jack Vena Landscaping. That's right. They offer monthly maintenance programs, bush trimming, spring, fall cleanup, bed mulching, fertilizing, weed control. They offer plant design service and installation. They've been servicing the North Shore for over 50 years. Call Cousin Tommy Vena at 847-432-5266. Tell them Tony O sent you. That's right, folks. Get it done with Jack Vena Landscaping. And then we're talking about produce. Let's talk about our Mondo's Supermarket, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois, folks. Meats, groceries, prepared foods, rotisserie chicken, and more. That's our Mondo's Supermarkets in Elgin, Illinois. All right, so he never inhaled. Of course he didn't inhale. I'm going to tell you, folks, I didn't inhale. I can tell you for a fact, I was sponsored by a cigarette company from 1999 till about 2002, till they found out I wasn't smoking. Lucky Strikes, and they took away my sponsorship. I had it in my hand. I puffed, but I didn't inhale it. True statement. All right, couple other shows coming up. Like I said, Bobby Lamantia and his business partner, Branch, will be coming on in about 10 minutes or so. So we got some other big shows coming up. Let me just throw a couple at you. Next Thursday, we'll be at Chef Shangri-La in North Riverside on the 19th. 28 Mile Distillery in Highwood on the 21st. That's with the Main Event Band. On the 25th, will be at Rosario's in Roselle. 26th, Postitanos of March 26th with Lisa P. and Jerry Jams. On the 28th, going back to one of my favorite places, Taverna on Division. April 1st will be at the Hard Rock Casino in Rockford. National Cheap Trick Day, of course, with my rock band, the Dream Police. With our salute to Cheap Trick, we're excited about that. April 11th, 2 shows. The Hobart Theater in Hobart, Indiana in the afternoon. And that night, I'll be at Primo Italian-American in Gurnee. On the 12th, we'll be in Fishers, Indiana. 16th, we're back in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin at the Getaway. 25th, Docks in Wakanda. Johnny Cabs on April 4th. Oh, my God. Look at this. Zia Social on the 14th of May. Of course, The Cove in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin on May 9th with Ocean's Rat Pack. All right, so we're going to be in Corbin, Kentucky, October 3rd. We're going to be in Amarillo, Texas on October 16th and 17th. And we're going to be in Omaha and Nebraska, folks, of course, on December 19th and 20th at the Fox Theater for a special holiday Christmas show. Go to oceansratpack.com. All right. Just nuts. Got a minute or so here before we do the weather. And, of course, we bring up our guest, Bobby Lamantia. All right, guys, I don't watch CNN. The same reason why I don't drink from toilets. All right. Thank you, Miranda, for sending that in. I love some of these stories. Here's one story. Bruce Springsteen, New Jersey, the man, influenced Bob Dylan. One time, at the very beginning, when I was growing up doing the rock and roll stuff, I wasn't into Springsteen. I didn't care for it. And then years later, I got to be into Bruce, and I got to see him 3 or 4 times, and I thought he was fantastic. Just lost complete. All right, looks like Bobby's back on again. We lost him. Anyway, I just lost complete respect for Bruce Springsteen. And now he's got the new song, The Land of Hopes and Dreams, American Tour, No Kings concert tour. Okay. Number one, starting at $578 for cheap seats. They can go up to $4,000. And no kings, no kings, this whole thing, no kings, sing, stop. You know, I thought I was bad with the Trump train. This guy was just brutal, right? No kings, no kings. But you know what they know Bruce Springsteen's no more? The boss. Boss, king, same thing, right, Bruce? So, lost complete respect for Bruce. I'm done with Bruce. I'm sorry. And he had a lot of great songs too. I just completely lost all respect for Bruce. All right, guys, it's Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. You know what it's time for? It's time for the JRC Ace Hardware Minute. Now, and it's the weather. So, you know, I always like telling what the weather is about here. And because you're here in the windy city of Chicago today, hold on here, folks. Just get this around because we just got a little bit moving a little slow. Here it is. All right, talking about the JRC Ace Hardware Minute. Today's weather for Friday the 13th, March 13th. It is 40 degrees out there. We're very high winds. 27 mile an hour winds out there in the Chicagoland area. 51% humidity. So bring a coat. Be careful out there, folks. And that is weather. Brought to you by JRC Ace Hardware. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Our good friends from JRC Ace Hardware. I'm sorry, folks. I'm trying to get this off the screen, and then we're going to bring up our guest. I think it's time to do that. Let's get him on here first. Make sure the screen works here. And let's get him on. Ladies and gentlemen, bring it to the show here. Hold on. Let's tap him in here. Give me two. We got two gentlemen. There they are. Ladies and gentlemen, Ragtown Productions, all the way from Amarillo, Texas. My good friend Bobby Lamantia and his business partner, Brant. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Good. What's the weather like there in Texas?
Sitting about 63 degrees with about 32 mile an hour winds here, Tony.
Okay, so you got it over there, buddy. You guys got it. Thank you so much for being here. I'm excited. I've known Bobby many, many years. And Bobby, I know when you made your move to Texas, you know, and when you first told me about it, wow, you know, it's a big change for Bobby out there. It must have been tough when you first moved out there, right? Are you still used to it?
I'm starting to get used to it now. I mean, you know, back in Chicago, you walk down the street with Leitner. Here, everyone wants to talk to you.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So, but it's good. You're there and you're doing very successful. You got a couple things going on. I know you got something, an establishment, Shark Beach, where you have summer concerts right on now that's right on the ocean. Is that what it is? Right on the water? Is that how that works?
No water. Guy brought in
no water. So it's just on a beach. Wait a minute. Yeah, I lost you guys. Hold on. I hear you, but I can barely hear you. I wanted to. So your mic. Let's see. I'm making sure mine's still all the way up. Okay. You might get a little closer to the mic. All right. Anyway, tell us a little bit about, you got an event coming up at Shark Beach in Amarillo, Texas. It's going to be a tribute to Heart, one of the greatest rock and roll bands, of course. And our good friend, Nick, the piano man, Sahaj, is going to be opening the show. Tell people about Shark Beach. What's it like?
It's a guy had a vision. He brought in 280 tons of sand, made a beach, and it's just a great place to go watch a show.
All right. So there's show all summer, and then if not, they play volleyball. What else they do there? Great food, like fast food. What's it like?
Yeah, they have fast food. They play volleyball on days they don't have a tribute band. They have local bands playing.
Very cool. All right. So now we're talking about the big event you guys got coming up also. This place called Reserve. It's 14422 FM 2590 in Amarillo, Texas. They're going to have a murder mystery dinner show with Ocean's Rat Pack, and that's going to happen October 16th and 17th in Amarillo, Texas. Bob, this is how many shows have you had at this place already? Is it something new you're trying to do, or what's this place like?
Yeah, Braz's real estate company is tied to the reserve, and they own the reserve. So we're starting to put some different shows on and seeing how it works, what sticks, and go from there.
Brad, so you're in real estate, buddy. How is it doing out there in Texas? Real estate
Really
houses?
good.
Are they moving? Are they selling?
Oh yeah. So Amarillo is kind of weird, Tony. It's right here at the top of the state, right? And we're in our own little bubble when it comes to real estate and the economy. So yeah, houses are doing great here, and I think you hear about some of the bigger cities around the nation, and some of that kind of stuff has kind of trickled down a little bit for them, but here it's been great.
Are you selling more than you're buying? Is there enough houses to sell?
So that kind of becomes an issue sometimes. So like nationally, if you see what's going on out here, we have one of the largest AI plants in the world coming right here about 20 miles outside of Amarillo, Texas. So we have a ton of workers, a ton of people that are coming associated with that. And yeah, we don't have enough houses to go around currently, but that's something that our city's kind of working towards.
Well, that seems like to be going everywhere. Bobby, when you were out there, when you first got out there, knowing how much you love the Italian food, is there any Italian food out there? Now, listen, I've been to certain parts of Texas. I was in Lubbock. I was in Austin. I was in Dallas. I was in, God, I forgot the name of it. It's right over you cross the street and you're in Mexico. But anyway, on the boardwalk, San Antonio we went to too. And I couldn't find anything Italian. Is there anything out there? What are you doing for that? How are you making up for the loss of the Italian food? Is Arlene sending you food? Is Arlene sending you food?
No, Bob cooked for Arlene.
Okay, there you go. So she's cooking for you. Very cool. And what about pizza up there? What's the pizza like?
It's like a tomato disc. It's still pizza.
It's still pizza. Brad, so you guys with music scene up there, I know Texas, and everybody always thinks, of course, rock and roll and Texas rock and stuff like that. What's the big thing coming out of Texas right now, music-wise?
Man, I think like locally, it's kind of hard. We have to go to Lubbock. Like if you want to see big shows or something like that, it's kind of like in Lubbock. And I think that's kind of something that Bob and I are kind of working on is some spots to be able to do like some, 3,000-4,000 person shows, not necessarily 20,000 person shows, but something a little bit bigger that would be different around here in the Amarillo area.
And what's the nightlife out over there? What is it late? Is it late? Is the older people our age staying out late, or is it shut down like Florida and Arizona?
Yeah, it shuts down, man. If you talk to even people that have been here all their life, that's one of the complaints is that we just don't have enough things to do here in our city. Thus having to drive to Lubbock or Dallas or Oklahoma City's 3.5 hours away to go do something, like in a bigger venue.
So what do the young kids do then? If the older people stay, so is there places like Bob? Is there like a stay out disco somewhere near you where would be over hours for the younger kids?
Well, 6th Street is really Route 20 or Route 66 coming through Amarillo. That's where most of the nightlife is, but it's mainly neighborhood bars, and there's some entertainment on there. But the younger kids, they just hang out like a neighborhood bar, really. That's the biggest thing out here.
Yeah, absolutely. And the weather, what's the coldest it gets out there by you guys?
We got down to -5, I think, this winter, but it really only lasted about a week. I mean, around here this year, we had about a week's worth of winter, and now we're looking at 91 degrees next Friday. So we went from, you can experience all 4 seasons in Amarillo, Texas in one day.
Well,
that's
in one day,
which
is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, very cool. So it's good. Branch is with us, folks. Bobby Lamantia from Ragtown Productions, folks, all the way here from Amarillo, Texas. And we got a big show coming up there October 16th and 17th at the Reserve. Also, I know you got Nick Sahaja is going to be doing a show there. The Piano Man, of course, our good friend Nick, and he's also doing something at Shark Beach. I know you're going to be having Kid Kentucky doing his Kid Rock thing. I think you've talked to him about getting him up there, and we met him up in the Josie Awards.
We're in talks on what day to do it. But yeah, we plan on bringing him out.
Yeah,
that
should be cool.
Nice guy.
Yeah, absolutely. Very sweetheart. Branch, tell us first of all about Broken Rock. What's that all about?
So Broken Rock is our 501c3. It's our nonprofit organization that actually my wife created and started. And kind of just it in a nutshell is instead of trying to help a ton of people at one time, we take 1 or 2 families and stay with them for the course of a year. And a lot of times the people that we are getting are tragic circumstances, death of children from cancer, or other family members going through cancer and it's terminal. They need a lot more than just $20 and a pat on the back. So we follow them around for a year, with counseling, with pastoral counseling, financial needs. We were able to buy a lady a vehicle to do some of the traveling for some of her cancer treatments. So yeah, we just kind of, whatever the need is, it's not just here's a couple $100, or whatever. Now we have helped some people that way too, if it was just something real simple that we could get in with. But the people that Broken Rock take on as a family, we'll stay with them for the course of a year and beyond if that's what it takes, if that's what they need.
Well, you're trying to do something good too. And Bobby, you got K&B Experiences, nonprofits for the Elks. Tell us a little about that.
Well, necessarily the Elks, Tony. We incorporate a lot of charities. What our mission is, both at Ragtown and K&B, is we're a charitable organization that are helping other charities meet their goals. So we donate whatever show we have, we donate to different charities to help them achieve enough money to try to get them to their goals for the year.
Okay, so and you guys are all trying to do something good, which I think we really need this in this crazy world that we're in right now. I don't know much about Texas. Is it liberal? Is it conservative? What's it like there in Texas?
It's mainly conservative until you start getting down south. You start getting around Austin, some of those areas. Now, Amarillo, Texas is in the most conservative district in the nation. So whenever you come here, you're coming into the Bible Belt of America, but halfway between both coasts and halfway north and south. So,
well, let me ask you, I know how the world is crazy over here and you get Chicago back and forth. I mean, is it that split where you guys are from? I mean, it's like that split, but where you guys are from, you're all thinking the same way, unless, like you said, you go up to near Austin and stuff like that. It's just, and it's nuts. And what about the younger generation? Are they spending money? Are they drinking? Is it more smoking?
Oh, yeah.
What is it out there?
Lots of vaping.
Yeah, a lot of vaping.
Yeah, just vaping. It's kind of cigarettes are kind of a thing of the past. It seems like it's just vape or nicotine pouches, stuff like that.
Yeah, and it's interesting because we've already done a couple cruises on Royal Caribbean. Now the last one, and there was like a little section with maybe 8, 10 tables, 20 tables, and it was near a bar, and I've seen everybody. This was on the Royal Caribbean ships. I've seen cigarettes, I've seen pipes, I've seen vapes, I've seen some cigars. The last one we were in the MSC World America, that was all vapes. There was kids, moms, dads, everybody just poof, poof. Now, I guess it's cheaper, and I guess maybe that's why they're not smoking anymore or whatever it is. I don't know. What are they drinking, the kids, mostly? Is it beer or is it hard liquor out there?
Both. Both. They do a lot of shots with beers. That's mainly what they drink. If you go
God,
downtown,
I love Texas more and more and more.
If you go downtown, like there's a speakeasy downtown, and it's all higher end drinks, and it's a different kind of animal. But for the most part, it's mom and pop and local owners of bars out here.
And you got it. Now at the Reserve, when they come to these murder mysteries and concerts that you're doing at the Reserve, is it going to be more like a higher class food wise, or is it going to be, what's it going to be like?
Yeah, it'll be more higher end. I mean, because we can only get 200-ish people in there seated. So it'll be a little bit more upscale, kind of a more experience, like doing it with the murder mystery dinner. And of course y'all's act, man, we're pretty excited about getting to have that. It's something completely different for what has been seen around here, especially in that type of a setting, a more 200 person kind of dinner type setting. That's not anything that we have around here. So that when Bob brought it to my attention with you guys, I was like, yeah, let's get them in here and try it. If you guys were willing to come, we were willing to do it.
Well, you know what? Yeah. And, me and Bobby go back a long way. Bobby's always been dapping into music. He had a bar we used to play at, what he had, and he promoted a lot of concerts here in Chicago. And I think a lot of people, with all the crazy shit that's going on in this world, when you turn on the television and all this crap is, so if you can throw something together like this, that's something completely new, that they can go out, have some good food, have a little murder mystery, have a little Rat Pack, have a little Kid Kentucky, have a little Billy Joel, have a little Heart, have Journey, all these tribute acts. It takes people away from the bullshit that's going on in the world for 2 hours or 3 hours. And it's a good thing to do. You know what I mean? It's a good thing. And it's good for the community. I think it'll bring people out. And especially, people like me and Bobby talked with Rat Pack, hold it. Sinatra, Texas, I don't know, right? Well, we did Louisiana and sold it out. We did Mississippi and sold it out. We actually did a show in Dallas, Texas. This was a while back, and they had a Sinatra night, and everybody came dressed up as Al Capone. They thought it was like mob night, so they had like those fake cigars and fake machine guns, and it was like, wow, it was kind of cool. But I'm looking forward to it. I think it's a lot of fun because it's always nice to get some new audience, and it's also what you guys are trying to do. It's very, very cool. What's the population of Amarillo?
Right at 200,000.
Okay, that's pretty big then, correct? I mean, what's the next biggest? How many people in Lubbock?
It's going to be more than that. So that's where Texas Tech's at, obviously. So you've got that huge population with kids going to school. They're bigger than us surface area wise. I'm not sure without jumping on my phone real quick and putting that in exactly how many people are in Lubbock. Yeah. And then the next closest than that's going to be Oklahoma City, which is 3.5-ish hours away.
Bobby, the businesses next to you, like the competition, does everybody get along over there? Does everybody want every other bar to succeed so everybody can make money? Or does that bullshit, well, don't go there, don't go here? Is it like that over there, or everybody kind of more gets along over there?
I think everyone wants everyone to succeed. It's just their mentality. I'm telling you, Tony, Amarillo's a different animal. I mean, nothing could happen that people in Amarillo don't call and donate their money or donate their time. They round up at the grocery stores for charities out here. I mean, it's a very, very giving area. And now we're doing the same, but now the people, if they donate money, they're getting something for it too. They're going to see a good show. They're going to have a nice atmosphere. And that's our whole objection here. Our other partner, Kim Fussell, she is very tied in with the Elks, and she heads up uh, one of the charities, which is the Elks National Foundation. And she's one of a kind. I mean, all she wants to do is help people. I mean, there's times that I have to say, Kim, it's okay to pay yourself. She don't want to take no money. She constantly wants to give and give and give, and that's the Amarillo kind of way. I mean, I had a friend here from high school, and I tried to tell him, I says, yo, you can't put the Chicago attitude here. They're not going to put up with it.
No.
They're
Yeah.
just it
That ain't gonna
everything
work.
is no. It's they're very nice and helpful, and they all want to give. It's
I noticed it about the
unbelievable.
South, guys. I noticed that when we played up in Louisiana, it's Mr. Hello, how are you doing? How's your day? Open the door for you. Thank you, blah, blah, blah. You don't get that shit anywhere around here. I mean, I even opened the door for an old lady at Walmart. They just walk right past you like, it was like, and I go, you're welcome. You know what I mean? So you need some of that. Anyway, we got my good friend Bobby Lamantia and Branch guys there, of course, of Ragtown Productions. And they got something, of course, called Shark Beach in Amarillo. Got concerts going on over there. Check out their website, folks. And also go to ragtownproductions.com. Find out more information. Ocean's Rat Pack's going to be there October 16th and 17th at the Reserve, 14422 FM 2590 Amarillo. Dinner, murder mystery, and swinging with Vegas-style Ocean's Rat Pack. Wow. It'll be the first for me. So I think so. As long as nobody gets shot at this murder mystery, then we'll be okay. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for your time, and thank you for all the good work with Broken Rock and K&B and everything you guys are doing for charities and stuff, and also keeping music. No matter what we're going through life, guys, with all the bullshit that's going on, one thing we all have in common is music. We might not have all the same types of music, but there's music, and we can laugh and have a good time. I want you guys to have an incredible weekend. Hey, last question. What does Texas do for St. Patrick's Day? Do they even celebrate that there?
Beer.
Oh,
yeah, they just have one
what's
more
the
drink.
Do you guys know in Ireland, from what I hear, allegedly, they don't drink on St. Patrick's Day because it's a religious holiday.
Yeah.
So here in the United States and everywhere, of course, we're going to keep drinking. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for being on the show. Have an incredible weekend. Bobby, we will talk. Rance, nice meeting you, sir. Looking forward to see you guys in person or down in Texas, October 16th and 17th at the Reserve in Amarillo, Texas. And more information is coming on that, folks. All right, guys, you have a great day. Bobby, thank you guys so much. Have a great weekend.
Thank you,
and that's so cool, man. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
And you know what, folks? And like I said, we have guests on, like we say, and Monday through, and we have Monday and Wednesday have guests on, and then of course Tuesday and Thursday for Twisted and Toxic Thursday, and let's not forget also March 25th, folks. It's going to happen. March 25th is the debut of my wife Laura and Carol Brandolino's show called Ocean's Split. The women from the women's table, from the girls' table. It's a show about women, about things that women do, health, relationships, et cetera, et cetera. They're debuting right here on Wednesday, October 25th. Same format right here at 12 o'clock on Wednesday. I'll be taking that Wednesday off, and they'll be doing every other Wednesday. So make sure you tune in for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. And even the men can watch it too, folks. You might want to learn something there. It's very, very important. Marsha, I hope you're doing well. Joanne, I hope you're doing well. So tonight, Chicago Prime Steakhouse in Schaumburg celebrating Carlo Joseph and Jeff Hunt from Seventh Heaven's birthday bash. Jerry Jams will be there, folks. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then tomorrow, of course, we will be at Ron Onesti's Club Arcada Speakeasy. We got a couple little stories here. Let's see. I'm just going through some different stuff here. From Turning Point USA, how do you feel about taxpayers' money being used to provide premium meals like steak and lobster to deploy the troops? They've been doing this for years, folks. Our troops deserve some good food, some steak and lobster, or whatever you want to give these men and women who are fighting for our country. And people are complaining and bitching, we're using our tax dollars. What do you want them to have? They're out there risking their lives for us, for our country, for us, so we can do what we're doing here in life. So give them steak, give them lobster, give them whatever they need. Support our troops. That's what it's about. People bitching and moaning about that. Well, happy 6-year anniversary for Dina Martin's live stream show, which I haven't got it. I think I watched it maybe once or twice. Dina, nice lady. I met her a couple of times. We actually did a book tour for her book that she put out about her father. Of course, we're talking about Dina Martin, the daughter of the late, great Dean Martin. Very, very cool. And I love this quote. Instead of trying not to offend anyone in this crazy world, can we just get back to offending everybody like it used to be? The Jeffersons, All in the Family, Blazing Saddles. Look at the Simpsons. Just go out and have fun. It's so anal right now that we can't say this, we can't say that. You know the funny thing about it, folks? These comedians and movies and TV shows, they're still being shown today on reruns. If they were so bad, you wouldn't be seeing this stuff. It was going on for years and years. It's all about having fun, poking at each other. You're not disrespecting anybody, but I'm not talking about being mean. I'm talking about having some fun. Why? It's so anal right now these days. And then there you get stories like this. And I never trust that Disney shit. I'm sorry. Yolanda, how are you doing live from Arizona? I hope you and Kathy are having a good time. Disney Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon creator Kyle Carazora charged with possession of child porn. No shit. Hooked up with Disney? Wow. That's a shocker. Kyle Adam Carazora, the creator of Mighty Magic Words and animator who worked on various children's TV projects, was arrested in California in 2024 on the charges of possessing child pornography. 2024, why are we hearing about it now? How come these people ain't getting arrested? I just mentioned about giving the troops steak and lobster, give them some great food. FEMA wasted $59 million on housing for illegal aliens in New York City. I don't care. Give these troops money. Give these troops steak and lobster. Feed them. Nuts what this world's going through. It is so crazy. Why can't we just stop the hate and everybody just get along? Greg Gutfeld, Fox, if you watch him or you don't, I do. Quote, Obama made Americans buy health insurance. If you didn't, you were paid a fine. Joe Biden made you take a shot, a COVID shot. If you didn't get the shot, you lose your job. Tell me again how Trump is a fascist. It's just crazy how this world is. Why can't we just get along and try to have some fun? It's not going to be perfect, guys. My God. I don't know how to act my age. People said, Tony, act your age. I've never been this age before. Be a kid. Go out. Have fun. Don Rickles, there you go. Joan Rivers. Richard Pryor. Chris Rock. Andrew Dice Clay. Great comics. We all laughed. Laugh at ourselves. Laugh. It's fun. We need this in this world. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank my guest, Bobby Lamantia. I'm Ranch's partner, of course, from Ragtown Productions. They're going to have a big show in Texas. Got a couple, actually. On July 25th, they're having one at Shark Beach with a tribute to Hart, and Nick the Piano Man Sahajas is going to be opening for that show. And then he's going to have a dinner show with Nick Sahajas on the 24th. So he's there in July. But we're going to be there, Oceans Rat Pack, October 16th and 17th. I'm calling all my friends from Texas. Get out to Amarillo, October 16th and 17th at the Reserve, 14422 FM 2590 in Amarillo, Texas. Go to ragtownproductions.com and find out more information. I'm excited about that. It's going to be good seeing my friend Bobby Lamantia and going to Texas, baby. It is time for birthdays for Friday the 13th. Barbara Feldon and Get Smart, Agent 99, 93 years old. Common, rap singer, 59, and actor. William H. Macy, 75 years old. Neil Sedaka, who just passed away, celebrating a birthday, folks. Kevin Matthews, all you Kev heads from The Loop. And, of course, March 13th, 1947, the very first Chicago area code, 312. Happy 312th. The very first area code, 312. March 13th, 1947. Michael Gibbons, the great drummer from the late, great band Badfinger, celebrating the birthday. Lauren Swelk, wonderful, wonderful Sundays. Vice President J.D. Vance, celebrating a birthday. Carol Burnett, 92 years old, one of my favorite actors. Sir Michael Caine, celebrating a birthday. Dolly Parton, country queen. Keely Smith, she was the partner, of course, of Louis Prima, celebrating a birthday. And Sharon Tweed, the wife, former model actress, the wife of Gene Simmons from Kiss, 69 years old. And my good buddy Adam, the lead singer of Seventh Heaven, celebrating a birthday. Adam, my son, you have a great weekend, guys. Birthdays tonight, Chicago Prime Steakhouse. Tomorrow, Ron Onesti's Club Arcada Speakeasy. That's right, folks. 8:30 with the main event band. It's going to be cool. But tonight, me and Jumpin' Jerry Jam's going to have that party going. It's going to be fun at Chicago Prime. Let's thank, of course, our wonderful sponsors. Our good friends from JRC Ace Hardware Store. Local, shop local, Wild Bird Food. 2 20-pound bags for $20 while supplies last. And Clark Kensington Royal Paint. Give your house a fresh coat of paint during spring cleaning and save. Buy 1 gallon of paint and get 1 gallon 50% off. It's that simple with our friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Guys, and coming in October, the new JRC Ace Hardware in Elmwood Park. We're excited. And don't forget to tell them to grill your ace off. Get a new grill. Get ready for summer and grilling in your backyard and parties with our good friends from JRC Ace Hardware. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. All right, guys. Thank you all for watching the show today. Have an incredible weekend and starting off the St. Patrick's Day weekend. Just be careful out there, folks. Actually, St. Patrick's Day is Tuesday, but people are going to be celebrating it this tonight and tomorrow. So be careful. Cops will be out there. Be good. Support local establishments. Support live entertainment. Be kind to one another. And if you're offended with this show or any other show, change your channel. But remember, just because you're offended doesn't mean you're right. It's important to be nice to people. It's a crazy world right now. Respect each other, love each other, and just smile and laugh at each other. Don't be so offended anymore. Enjoy life. Ringo Starr says peace and love, and we need it more than ever. My daughter, Marissa, and my wife, everybody watching, hello, miss you guys. Love you all. Have a great weekend, everybody. See you back here Monday, same time, same station, Ocean's Pit. A little show about big things, Monday through Friday at noon. Nick Sahajas, take us out.
time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Bye-bye, everybody. And don't forget, Sunday, if you have no plans, get up to Uptown in Plainfield, Illinois. Our co-host, Carol Brendolino's got her brand new Not Your Grandmother's Mimosas, or brand new specialty drinks that she's going to be selling this Sunday at Uptown in Plainfield. Guys, God bless America. And thank you, everybody. Peace and love. Have a great weekend.